Hello, everybody. Welcome in. It's Outer Wilds Day. I have a guest. Wait, they can't hear you yet. Hello. Okay, they can hear you now.
Hello. I've been silenced. Hi.
Welcome in, everybody. I see we've got Squid coming in, grabbing first, beating Acorn to it. Sorry, Acorn. Acorn coming in. Welcome in, y'all. We're playing more Outer Wilds. I meant to do like a whole thing like while I was still on my starting screen last week. And I just like rushed to get right into the game. But yeah, we've got new overlays. Last week was a debut.
Yeah.
And
It looks great.
right, it looks fantastic. Shout out again to the artist. Yeah, found these just like perusing the shop on VGen. A whole bundle that like just anybody could buy and pick up. Beautiful bundle. There were a couple of elements on the base overlay that I wasn't going to use and didn't want to just leave blank. So I did actually get permission from the artist to make a couple of modifications to the overlay layout itself. But
That's
overall,
awesome.
it's beautiful. I love it so much. It's such an improvement to the stock Stream Elements stuff. I am no longer tied to Stream Elements. Everything is local that is necessary for the stream. I'm so happy about that. Yeah, hope you're all doing well. We can get into the game.
Sweet. What was that pop-up widget for the shout out? That was cool.
Oh, that's a Firebot does that natively. I think you could probably recreate it or something like it with either Mixitup or Streamer.bot. But I believe you'd have to like custom code the JavaScript yourself. There's probably some JavaScript to like pull the individual elements of like the profile, the last stream category and stuff, like to get that to change based on information that you feed it with the shoutout command. And then everything else is just going to be like HTML, CSS to the overlay widget.
Oh. That's very neat.
Stuff that I don't know how to write myself, but I vaguely have an understanding of how it works. Yeah, I used to have it play a video, but I've been working on kind of like solidifying the family-friendly status of my streams. And I don't a random clip is not a vetted clip. And
that is true.
I've got quite a few people that come in that are going to get auto shoutouts because they've been strong community members, they're collaborators, or they're people that have like helped me reach affiliate and start to build an audience. And none of them are family-friendly. There's so few family-friendly streamers on Twitch.
It's true. I am not one of them myself. I understand.
Ooh, so we went and found that last stream. And I think I've explored everything there is to explore without, like, going off on side quests from it. Yeah, so Boots, I have to catch you up because you missed last stream.
Yes, tell me everything.
Yeah, so we went to the Hourglass Twins. I have learned why they are called the Hourglass Twins. That is a very interesting mechanic. Everyone says you need more redeems. I have too many channel points. I am working on it. I do want things that like you guys can drain your channel points quickly, but also I want them to be things that are worth draining your channel points for. But I can't just like go for anything disruptive because also I still have to feel like I have some semblance of control over the stream. Otherwise I'll get anxious and not know what I'm doing.
Right, totally. That is very reasonable.
So yeah, we went to the Hourglass Twins. I did find a crashed escape pod over there. And unlike on Brittle Hollow, I actually went inside and explored it. Which then prompted me to go back to Brittle Hollow and explore their crashed escape pod. Found another way to the city in North Pole that way. Still have not found the correct way to get onto the roof of the city. I assume we'll get there eventually.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we found... Wait. We found the city inside of Ember Twin. And we did
sweet.
explore. We did find the anglerfish. I have also started to realize... Like, I really started to grasp the concept between the Hourglass Twins and going back to Brittle Hollow, between the two escape pods, that we're getting more than just a history lesson from the Nomai that we're reading their old texts from. We have a whole lot of story and characterization that we're actually getting from them.
Yeah.
And like we've been seeing it up to this point, but it was last stream where that really started to click for me. I'm really starting to realize why people love this game so much. Tone indicator upset.
Right? Like, there's so many things that are so, like, personal and human
And
in like,
so I
the
realized...
personhood way.
Yeah, I realized this on Ember Twin, but like before I got into the city. Like I started to realize this from the escape pod, like seeing the crash logs. And then I get into the city and I find the giant anglerfish. And I realize that there are two smaller than average skeletons inside of the anglerfish cavern, where the children liked to play. So we've kind of realized that this isn't just like, this is an ancient race that has gone extinct because like they've evolved into like what we are now or something like this. Something catastrophic has happened. And all of the texts that we're reading are not that long before this catastrophe has happened.
Yeah.
And I'm okay about it. I'm not bent out of shape about it
Totally.
at all. This is...
Yep.
You know, I did not
100%.
have a moment last stream where I almost actually started crying on stream. That was not a thing.
Yeah, totally. Who would ever cry on an Outer Wilds stream?
What is this? What is
Says me
this?
cryingly.
Oh. This is a different... Is this the same one?
This.
Let's see. Guess I've been mortally injured. Sequence activated. I mean, this has to be the same one, because there were only 3 escape pods. And one of them didn't make it out, as far as we can tell. Yes, so we've learned about... what do you call it? There's a diagram on Brittle Hollow of, like, this main ship that they had that got encased by, brambles. And that is the planet that I am now eager to explore, but I don't think we're done with this one yet. The heat from the star system is more unbearable below the star. Yeah. This is definitely where we've been already. This is not where I mean to be, because this is not the way into the city. There's still one more spot in the city that I wanted to check out, but it required timing it right, because the sand would push me down off too far from this cliff that I want to climb on. But the sand is also coming up.
Mm-hmm.
Let me see if I can remember where this other entrance was. And it's maybe good that I don't remember where this was, because I get to kill a little bit of time instead of making everybody sit and wait and watch sand rise. It's like watching grass grow,
But
except
we
no
love
expectation of
watching
reality.
sand rise.
Where was it? Ah, that's right. I remember now. Yeah, I am also realizing that there is a time limit on exploring all of these planets. Like, it's most obvious here because there are areas here that become inaccessible the longer that you go.
Right.
And on the Ash Twin, there are areas that are inaccessible until you wait for the sand to start to fall.
Yeah. Very good observations.
So, after going back to Brittle Hollow and trying to follow that path, I realized that the planet had started to collapse in on itself a little too rapidly, and that cut me off from following the path when I first discovered it. So I had to come back again after a reset to follow the path. So I'm certain at this point that every planet is going to have its time-based mechanic.
What?
Okay. The one that we want is down here on the first floor. Already partially submerged. But we can go up to the second floor and get down there the other way. We have also learned that we don't like the sound when we get caught in a cavern and the sand rises too high.
Yeah, and you go crunch.
You go, I mean, you don't just go crunch, you go crunch splat. There is a splat
You're
for
right.
that sound. The sand might be too high. Think I missed it. Definitely missed it. I mean, that's the only thing to explore down here, I think. Or the only thing left to explore. Yeah, I'm definitely going to reach a point where I feel like I have to go back and reread all of the stuff I've already read. Like, now that I'm capable of getting familiar with these characters.
Right. Once you have read all the Nomai stuff you wish to read in this game, somebody made a great spreadsheet, like mind map type graph of all of the Nomai and their relationships to each other.
That might be a good thing to look at as a preface to going back and rereading stuff, actually.
Okay. Well, I'll see how spoilery it is and let you know. Because it could be helpful, but it could also
Yeah, I
reveal
mean,
some things depending on the side notes.
I might not go back and reread until, what happened? Until after I find the end of the game.
Yeah. True. Fair.
Oh yeah, we did try to go into Giant's Deep. Found that we could not get very far. That's gonna be interesting to figure out. Let's see... Yep, this was the orbital probe cannon. We found the control module, and the launch module and probe tracking module were both damaged and no longer attached. I have to actually go to Giant's Deep for that one. We've seen these come up twice now, these anglerfish. One of them is inside of the plant on, I don't remember our home planet. I have not purposefully visited our Timberhearth. I have not purposely visited our... I am doing such a bad job of remembering what things are called in this game. Every stream is going to be something else that it's just like, no matter how many times I hear it, I'm not going to remember what it is. And it's not going to be the same thing every time.
Yeah, gotta keep it spicy, you know?
Here's the diagram. Nomai vessel encountering a signal. Dark bramble ensnaring the Nomai vessel. 3 escape pods evacuating, and one of them did not make it out. I also, when we went to Brittle Hollow the first time, I had thought that Brittle Hollow was like they created the black hole, like as if they hollowed out the planet and put it in there for the sake of making it habitable in a specific way that they wanted it to be.
Mhm.
But then getting back to that first settlement that they had before they moved on to the North Pole, um, they it was already like that when they got there. Yeah, so here it
Yeah.
is. This is what we're trying to do right here. The sun, the city. There's more to explore here. That should be that first floor that I haven't been able to get into. The sun station. I want to find that.
Wherever could it be?
Probably inside the sun. I did try flying at the sun to see if, like, I could get inside in the midst of the supernova. Um, it did
Oh.
not work out. Partially
Mhm.
because I didn't time it correctly, and probably partially because that's not a thing that you can do, but we haven't disproven that yet. I have to time it better in order to definitively disprove that. Or, you know, maybe that is something I'm supposed to do. I don't know. That's right, the negative time interval, so this was the time that you arrive when you portal out from one of these warp pads is before the time that you actually portal out. That we're very interested in. Our 2 tower designs in the high energy lab that reveal each warp receiver's location. Yeah, so I still haven't figured out this Nomai Ruin. I have partially figured it out. We did find on our sister planet over here. It's on the other side of the planet right now. Let's go on over there. Let's see if these have been unburied. There's plenty more to explore over there. Don't mind me just running into walls. It's normal around here. Getting better at flying the ship.
Yay!
Yep, that's coming at me fast. Yeah, so each of these stops, not each of them, but many of them, have some kind of a warp pad on them.
Mm-hmm.
It all send us to different places, and we did find one that sent us to Brittle Hollow, and it put us on top of that warp pad. I did not refuel, and I'm gonna regret that if I warp. Where'd my ship go? Over there. Okay. Nice. Okay, there we go. Inside here, this was another one. Can get back when we warp. Yeah, that's not where we're warping to. Oh, I think this was the one that went to, Dark Bramble. Which, I don't know if we want to go to Dark Bramble yet. Hey, welcome in, Jess.
Ooh. Do we want to go to Dark Bramble?
Is it too early?
Who's to say what's too early?
That's not a no. There we go.
Hi, Lariska.
No, this is home. The big one is home. Okay, good to know. Yes, 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 yes. We'll go back.
Yeah, with the trees.
It's coming. It's coming. Oop. Thank you for the hydrate. Welcome in, Lariska. Yeah, if you haven't done so already, don't forget to grab your check-in.
Did I grab my check-in? I don't think so.
We're going this way now. Okay, so we've got these two as well. This one must be Giant's Deep. No? Where will you take me?
Where could it go?
I had speculated last time that because the roof was broken, that might mean that this warp doesn't work. And then I think we had quickly disproved that.
Oh, you just proved it.
Oh, this is just gonna drop me in the middle of the sun, I see. Yeah. Instant death. Everybody needs an instant death portal on their planet.
Yeah. I mean, I have one.
What is that? I feel like we're getting a reset before I actually check all of these out. Oh, this was the Adelrock warp. Oh, it wasn't. We might have a problem.
Oh no, you got soaked.
Stop it! Stop it! Let me go! Caught in limbo between planets. I see. Rather unfortunate. Well, since we're kind of stranded, maybe we can watch some supernovas with Chirk. Oh yes, we found Chirk.
Yay!
See if we can find him again. Ow. Without hurting ourselves like that. Ow. Ow. Fine. Everything's fine. Know what I'm doing. That's not the button I need. That's the button I need. Hey, Carrot, welcome in. I am an egg with glasses. This is not helpful. Am I missing something? I'm missing
What are
something.
you trying to do?
Trying to get a bird's eye view of the planet itself. I don't think that's how that map works.
I mean, I guess you could zoom in a lot,
Ah, it was max
but
zoom
that's
in.
okay. Then yeah.
There's Chert. We found Chert. Hi, Chert. Stars, you're dying. There've been too many supernova for it to be anything else. We're next, you understand? Our sun. By Hearth's name, we're next. It's the stars, you see? All the other stars are dying out. Oh, why do we have to be born at the end of the universe? And our sun, the star charts, why? Why did I want to update them so badly? I didn't have to know, but no. Oh no, I had to update the star charts. I had to go looking for things I shouldn't have. And now our sun is about to, oh. I don't feel well. Oh, he wants to be alone this time? Okay.
They're stressed.
Last time I told him that we're in a time loop and it made him feel better, but it took away my opportunity to just sit and watch them die with him. And I was gonna just sit with him this time. I don't think I can break orbit with my jetpack. I think I am quite stranded.
Now with that attitude.
Ooh, what's this? I don't have the rock. This is another thing. I have not found out how to get inside of these yet. I heard I don't think I can break wind with my jetpack. Orbit! Orbit, Carrot, orbit! I don't think I can break orbit. I might need to get over here. Oh. Hello. High energy lab. Don't know. Oh, that's okay. You wanna read Rami?
Here. Note, this door will need to remain closed for some time. Pi and I are running an experiment based on the extraordinary findings from the Whitehall station. An update. The High Energy Lab is now being used to design the Ash Twin project. If you're here to help, or even just to observe, be sure to use the Sunless City path to the lab.
Oh. I mean, I will be running this experiment until one of us, specifically me, can prove the other wrong. So although it's inconvenient, the lab currently can only be accessed by the path from the Sunless City.
Inviting sand inside would disrupt our setup and could have enormous consequences. We realize this is an intriguing prospect, but the door must remain closed nonetheless.
Ah. And you know what? That power line looks an awful lot like those power lines. I think that's that last direction from the Sunless City.
Ooh.
Did we do it? Did we break orbit? I think we broke orbit. Alright, we're going to
Yeah.
the sun. No, 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 don't go back to the planet. Ow.
It was dramatic.
The abrupt
Nailed it.
ending to the final countdown music. When you're trying to watch a supernova, you get bludgeoned by a planet.
That feeling when.
I thought that was you. I keep forgetting that I gasped when I first wake up. Alright. Back to the Hourglass Twins. I came back over here last stream trying to find... Wait. Trying to find that? Oh. I thought I had mistaken the Hourglass Twins for this sun station. But I didn't. It just got enveloped by the sun as the day went on. Can you stop flying away from the sun, please? I realize flying into the sun is bad for my bones, but...
Yeah, only bad for your bones, though.
Yeah, the rest of me will be fine.
Yeah.
How do we get on there? Might be moving too fast. Oh, I am caught in gravity. I cannot reverse.
Oh, autopilot.
Noted.
It doesn't avoid the sun. They really don't avoid the sun.
I suppose it makes sense that the sun would have a lot of gravity that I can't break orbit of in the ship.
Yep.
Alright, we've had our fun. Let's go back to the Hourglass Twins. I have a suspicion that the way to get onto... What is that? Hello? This is our first sighting of it.
Ooh. Your first sighting of it.
I do believe that's the Quantum Moon.
And I
What is
think
happening?
that's the sun. Well.
I was trying not to lose sight of it because I was going to disappear.
Well, I mean, it did kind of disappear, I guess.
It's fine. We got this. We can figure this out. Let's not hurtle into the sun again. We'd like to avoid that.
Why not?
Let's also not crash into the planet face first. Already right where we want to be. Y'all thought I forgot. I did almost forget. I did almost just walk out of my space without a spacesuit. Would have been very frustrated. Okay. All the lights on. This is where we're going. High energy lab. The problem we keep finding is getting past that. So that's where I suspect we just need to wait for this to fill up with sand. Once we get enough sand, we can get through and up. And we want to be careful about where we stand here because we have learned that the sand does not have lateral physics when it's going up. It will not push me forward if I am back here. I will just die. Very loud down there.
Very loud. The sand is so loud. Again, get off the keyboard.
We have a very limited
Every
time
day.
to get to where we're trying to go here. Because I believe I have to
You're
wait for that
fine.
sand to go above the cactus level, which is not going to leave me a ton of space over my head to run.
Nah, but you got this. You won't crunch today, I believe. I believe in you.
Boots is jinxing me. It's fine.
Why did you leave me? Because you're a jinx.
It takes a while, but it's a lot less time than you think it is. You can't really go off and do something else and then come back at the right time.
Right.
Didn't mean to do that. Yeah, we've got no upward motion. We definitely have to get over the cactus first. Um. Okay, okay. Not okay? I've been betrayed. No, I'm okay. Thought I was out of time for sure. Okay, we're gonna follow this. See where this lets out. Before we go much further. Aha! This is one way. Oh, no, it's not. This is a down. That's crystals. Excuse you. Oh, yeah, fair enough. Don't see any ghost matter in there. Yes, yes, of course. Well, that's not good. This is our way in. Wait. Ah, take that, 60 seconds of oxygen remaining. We've got more Nomai friends here. Okay. Okay. What am I looking at? Does it change if I remove a warp core? Oh. All of these look very similar.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing changed. Do I have to close it back up for it to do anything? See anything different. Well, maybe we try reading the text and find out. Put these back where they came from. Inside, please. Thank you. Because there's gotta be text, right? Hey!
Right?
Ooh. What's that do? Alright, let's read. Records show Nomai arriving at the warp receiver in Brittle Hollow very slightly before departing from the White Hole Station. Remy and I are devising an experiment to test if this is a real phenomenon or simple machine error. Remy?
In theory, what we want to try to reproduce is a negative amount of time elapsing between something entering the black hole and exiting the white hole at its destination.
Initial things first. Our experiment setup will first pair a small black hole core with a small white hole core to mimic the setup on the white hole station.
Hypothesis. It is possible for an object to exit a white hole before entering the corresponding black hole.
Yep, so that's the negative time interval. Remy?
An update. Our experiment here reproduced the anomaly in arrival and departure times, but Pi is unconvinced it's more than an equipment error. I hope to strengthen the effect to render it visible to the unaided eyes.
To that end, we decided to try adding more energy. I imagine the Sunless City's energy supply should prove sufficient. Of note, Remy, Yara requests we let him know before we reroute energy to the experiment.
I'd hate to leave him in the dark.
All available energy has been rerouted from the city to our experiment. Remy and I are about to run a new test.
Hypothesis confirmed! Hypothesis confirmed! I saw it, Pi, I saw it. Hypothesis confirmed.
This is beyond extraordinary. This changes everything. A beautiful day for the intersection of abstract theory and practical application.
Gonna try it?
What are we trying?
Do you look at the floor down there?
You've got a thing here that does a thing.
Mm-hmm.
And I moved it.
So all that power is going over there.
Aha. So now this does something.
You have a white hole and a white hole.
Indeed. Aha! Black hole sucks and the white hole blows. There it goes.
Briefly, there are duplicate signals. Isn't that interesting?
And we have neutral ones.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, nothing. Got two black holes. There's one missing. Oh. I know what I'm doing. I pay attention.
Sound the alarm! One is missing. The one that I put there.
So what does this do for us? It is interesting that it looks like a... The way that they've animated this makes it look like a trick of the light.
Mm-hmm. But is it just light moving, or is it actual matter being created? When two things are existing at the same time. There is an Easter egg here.
Yeah.
Would you like to
Oh, Easter egg.
experience it?
I would like to experience it. What have we got?
You gotta put the things back. The black and white hole. What happens if you were to retrieve 2 scouts at the same time?
Unable to retrieve scouts to my targets.
Mm-hmm. Now, what happens if you shut down the experiment while there are 2 scouts?
Hey, Boots.
Uh-huh.
We have to wait for the sand again.
Yes, we do.
Oh, you were the worst. I like the credits and fast forward. Is that kazoos? Are they playing kazoos? Hang on, can you guys hear this?
Are.
Oh. Oh, Lord. Hang on, we need to add a gain filter on this so y'all can hear this. Just in time for the end. Incredible. Oh god. That's not even a timeline reset. Like, we just fully broke it. We have found the one game over screen in the game. This is not the only game over screen in the game, is it?
No.
Well, there goes the Quantum Moon. Y'all saw that, right? That was not our first sighting. I've seen that before. It's there when I first wake up, but it disappears on one of the blinks. Eh? I don't think I've seen our hands before.
Oh.
I should say, I don't think I've noticed our hands before. I'm sure they've been there the whole time. What is that? Seattle Rock. We know what that is. Yeah, we are gonna overshoot. We're not. Well, a little bit. We're fine. Where is our landing point? There we are. Yeah, that's it. Alright. Note to self for the future. When Boots asks if I would like to experience an Easter egg, the answer is not necessarily yes.
What?
We got an ad break coming up in a minute. I am going to... actually take advantage of that ad break to wait for the sand to rise while you guys are in ads, and pause when the sand starts to get close to being high enough. But once it does start, we will otherwise pause content. It's a good opportunity to stand up, stretch, refresh your beverage, take a bio break, whatever you need to do. And we will be back afterwards. Let me just find my spot over here. And I'll move you all over to the break screen and start the ad up. Welcome back, y'all. We have made it. The sand is relatively high. We can sit and watch it from here. It turns out it takes about 3 minutes for this hole to fill. Alright, here we go. I'm ready. I'm ready. I'm ready. Yeah, you would. Oh yeah, that's why I was so low on oxygen last time. Oh, I have to wait for this again? No, I don't. I can jump here. I know this. Alright, we're good. We've made it. We're not touching that this time.
Yay!
We've been had. What is that? We will find out later. Okay. These are planets. It's the Hourglass Twins. That is... Riddle Hollow? Are these labs? Stations? Maybe if we read, we might find some answers. Perhaps. Remy?
The Southern Observatory is asking if creating a 22-minute interval is possible. That is, to have something arrive 22 minutes before it's actually sent through the warp.
Boot, I recognize that number.
However, could we recognize that number? I don't know what you're talking about. We've learned the negative interval of time between departure and arrival can be increased by adding more energy to the warp core. Problematically, the energy required to extend the interval increases at an exponential rate.
Hypothesis. Creating a 22-minute long interval is possible, but we are currently unable to generate the necessary energy. Remy and I believe it would be necessary to invent a new method of producing energy, a thrilling but enormous undertaking. It would also require advanced warp technology able to handle such energy. We would also likely need an enormous space to fit these proposed new energy and warp technologies together. The only location large enough would be Ash Twin.
The energy is currently unavailable, you say. You're a gas pie.
My pun was intended, Remy, so I believe it's you who's aeriform? What is this word? I don't know this word.
Aeriform, like in a gaseous state.
Aha. I see. I see. I understand now.
They're punning.
They're very punning. The Ashton Twin Project will be one of our biggest undertakings, metaphorically and physically. To build it, we need a way to travel quickly between Ash Twin and each location that holds crucial project materials. Route?
What if we used warp towers, like the one we have on the Whitehall station, to connect Ash Twin directly to each critical location?
Poke, Root, and I will begin work on this immediately in the Black Hole Forge. This will keep us busy.
Of note, each tower in Ash Twin will warp to a different planet. My gratitude to those who noted my imprecise language. Yes, the sun is not a planet. I believe this has been sufficiently clarified. Kindly stop reminding me.
We can design each tower to visually reflect its warp destination. The Giant's Deep Tower, for instance, could resemble a cyclone, and we could model the Timberhearth Tower after a geyser mountain. Aha! This is our key! So we have towers on the Ash Twin to warp us to Ember Twin and Ash Twin?
Mm-hmm.
This looks like the Timberhearth Tower.
It is.
That's Timberhearth? Why is it so cloudy? What is that in the middle of it?
It's not a cloud, it's the Geyser Mountain. That's the top view of what you're looking at.
Oh! I see. Okay. So this one is obviously the sun station. And we have these two. One of these is Riddle Hollow, and the other one is Dark Bramble. We don't have one for Giant's Deep, so that's not our way through. But also, there's one for the Addle Rock.
What is the one for the Outer Rock?
I don't know, but one of them warped me to the Addle Rock. Are we sure this is
Yeah, I'm trying to remember.
Timberhearth? Isn't
That's definitely
or is this
Timberhearth.
Timberhearth and Addle
It's-
Rock?
Oh, maybe you should check them out. You're close by.
I am close by. More to explore here. We can come back and take another look at this. No, because this was definitely Timberhearth. One of these was broken.
Yeah,
It seemed to not work.
or the roof was broken.
Wait, was the roof broken? Or was the teleport to... was the teleport to Ember Twin just the sand column dragging me off of the planet onto the other one?
That's hilarious.
This is just for this. This is just for this. High Energy Lab. What is this? Sunless City. Alright, but hang on. There is a window. A giant window points to a door. We've learned a lesson here today.
What was the lesson?
Don't go that way. Go a different way, maybe. Okay, but did we catch everything from the Sunless City now? Was that the last piece? Hey, nice. I should do some cleaning.
Yay. Cleaning. Can't clean right now, Jackie. I'm playing out of Wilds.
No, not right now. Not right now.
Priorities.
Got more important things to do than clean right now. Wasn't one of these the... Does it change after I explore everything? No, here it is. Oh, there's still more to explore. We haven't found everything. Hmm. Failure could result in the destruction of the solar system, as we have seen already. As we see what happens when we play with warp cores,
Mm-hmm.
irresponsibly.
Don't go playing with warp codes.
Each
Stick
tower
to
warps
the
to a different.
basics
I
and the
love
lost
this little parenthetical.
ones
This is
too.
petty. This is very petty, and I love it. Each tower warps to a different planet, although many Nomai were quick to note that the sun is not actually a planet. Thank you. Thank you for that. We love that here. Each tower was designed to visually reflect its warp destination. The tower is allowed the Nomai to quickly travel between Ash Twin and all the other locations crucial to the Ash Twin project. Successfully reproduced the temporal anomaly first observed at the White Hole Station. Warped objects appear to arrive before they depart. Nomai discovered they could increase the negative time interval between arrival and departure by adding energy to the warp cores. The Nomai wanted to know if a 22-minute negative time interval was possible. They concluded it would require new technology to produce the necessary energy, as well as an advanced warp core to handle those energies. Ash Twin was proposed as a location for the project. Central chamber inside Ash Twin was physically sealed off by an immensely thick protective shell. So the problem with Ash Twin is that... That's a good question, Acorn. How far into the game are we?
Zoom out on your map.
Obviously, there's got to be something to fill this space, so we've got quite a bit left to do.
Yeah, I would say you're like 30%.
Wow.
Not
Okay.
counting the DLC, maybe 40%.
Then on my plan to
You have a lot of pieces that will help you fill stuff in really quick once you've explored some more planets.
22-minute negative time interval on Ash Twin. An advanced warp core was approved for installation in the central chamber of Ash Twin. So, we started the stream talking about the fact that the parts of the planet don't become accessible until later on, as we get closer to the supernova. The Ash Twin in particular, because we are draining sand off of the Ash Twin, and we can only get to certain parts once that sand has been drained. So, I see 22 minutes, and my initial thought is, okay, whatever they're doing is what created... Hi, Lariska. What created this time loop that we're stuck in. But now what I'm thinking, and, you know, maybe I'm not wrong about that first part, but I'm almost certain that this means that going to Ash Twin, getting inside towards the end of the time loop before the supernova, and warping over is going to give me more time in this singular loop before the next supernova.
Ooh.
But also, theoretically, to before I actually wake up from the supernova. I mean, unless it takes until the very last minute to be able to get to that warp point.
It's okay, Lariska. I'm not upset with you.
And actually,
Promise.
we're gonna go to Ash Twin. And it's gonna take some time before there's enough sand drains off of this where we can actually see anything. Except, of course, for this spot right here. Where are you going?
Where are you running?
If only this worked. Seems like an oversight on the designer's part to not be able to jetpack your way down.
You have to compete with enough gravity that can lift your body, though.
Well, I mean, if the jetpack can make me go up. Oh, we don't have to turn the jetpack upside down, Lariska. We just have a down button. That one. It hurts.
Yeah, you have thrusters in all directions.
They thought of that already.
The 5 head, though, makes me think that Luriska is memeing.
Oh, almost certainly. There's really not much to do here for a while. Probably not stray too far from the ship. Let's see if there's something else I can find in the Sunless City. There's gotta be something. There's more to explore there. We are reaching the point where, like, my desire to be thorough is slowing down my gameplay significantly.
That's okay. Listen, you can only really experience this game once. So, be as thorough as you want to be.
If there's more to explore here, what did I miss? Got this. Fine, normal. Don't. Nope. 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 I don't think there's a fuel refill in here anywhere. Quite a maze of text in here. Which leads up to the city up there.
Mm-hmm.
So it's possible I missed something in here. Playing Fossil Fish game tonight. Find the Fossil Fish New Lantern. If you go to the Stepping Stone Cave, the entrance to the Fossil Fish Cave is easy to see now. Gratitude, it's good you're small enough to climb into the hole at the Anglerfish Overlook. Still small enough. Yeah, we definitely read this one. Yeah, here's another one. This is a very, very small skeleton.
Mm-hmm.
Something happened.
What are your theories about? Yeah.
Well, I don't think they cracked the fabric of the universe like I did, because that was a full game over. That wasn't even just a time loop reset.
Right.
There is, of course, this issue of we've got Dark Bramble, which enclosed the ship that they came from, as well as the anglerfish, which we have seen nothing but skeletons of. Obviously, anglerfish are scary when they're larger than you.
Right.
Meaning fossil fish cave to play the game. If you're too big to climb to the anglerfish overlook hole. Which is a long way. Yeah, this is just telling me how to get to the anglerfish. Yeah, we did find this one. Another very small skeleton. It still doesn't look full size, but it's bigger than the others. I guess that one must be Ilex. Oh. Don't try to put names to the skeletons. Now I'm sad.
Oh no.
Been in here already. That seems pretty thorough. This is where we came in, but we never went up here. Yes, we did. Alright, this is amazing. Look inside the cave. How did this come to rest here? We haven't encountered others in these caves. I think this is a rare find. Yeah, we read this. You find a way inside quickly. Yep, that's where they found the kids. Yeah, I've read that. I need oxygen. I also need fuel.
Good observations.
I haven't been up there. Yep, here we've got their suit again. I haven't explored this. Have I?
Ooh.
Oh. Yeah, I mean, that's significant. How do we get inside? Cactus in the way. must be this way. That's bad. That's actually quite bad. That's really bad.
Ran out of breath.
Pretty rough. Don't just jump down sand holes. As we've learned.
Don't go jumping sand holes.
That is not the same gasp every time.
No,
How many recordings of gasps have they made? Does it change with the way that I die, or is it just randomized to keep me on my toes?
Do you want to know?
I do want to know.
It does have to do with the way you die. When you run out of breath, you wake up gasping.
Ah. Hello, Adelrock. Oh, there you are. Let's stop going into the sun, please. Don't go chasing waterfalls. Nope, nope, nope. Wrong button.
Oh, thanks, Pumpkin. You just walked up to me, sneezed directly into my arm, and then pet my arm to say, "Pick me up."
Of course.
The perfect creature.
Alright, this time we'll do it right. No. On. Okay, so when we go up, it is slightly to the right. And it does not come down onto cacti. Why do you want me to launch Scout? Sure. So it's this one. Oh, yeah. I guess having the Scout light the area up is going to be helpful.
That is obvious.
How do I get out? Ah. Answer. Daily double. Who's been computing shuttle trajectories to the Sun Station? Don't worry, the station isn't such a low stellar orbit. We've constructed a different, safer way to travel there from Ash Twin. Idea. Remember Idea?
Sure. That would be Pi. I told her we wouldn't be traveling there by shuttle and that the Sun Station doesn't even have a landing pad, but she said she knew.
It's a purely theoretical exercise on my part, Yarrow. Who doesn't love computing a good low stellar orbit shuttle trajectory?
Hi, I look forward to working with you, but I'm also relieved it will be easy to return to Ash Twin regularly.
Indeed.
Away to the Sun Station,
Well, of course. The problem is, I'm pretty sure that's the one that is, completely encased in cacti.
Is it?
Indeed. Speaking of, we learn lessons. Now, how many of these areas are important to visit that way? Certainly not that many. So, you know, this was all, based on what we've read, this was all constructed after the escape shuttle launched. Like, this is settlement after the escape shuttle. At least that's the impression that I've gotten. And when that happened, like, they clearly knew about the sand already. So I don't imagine that this is... I have not been here before. I don't imagine that this is a scenario of just, like, they all got trapped underneath of the sand. Like, it just started falling and they were caught off guard. Unless they thought they had stopped it somehow. I don't necessarily know that they hadn't thought they had stopped it somehow. I haven't been to any of this. There's definitely ghost matter down there. It's all down. Good to know. Whoa. It would be safe to hopscotch over there. There is the possibility that the ghost matter is to blame. Still don't know what creates it, where it comes... Well, I mean, we know what creates it, we just don't know where these crystals come from.
What creates it?
It seems to be around the crystals. It seems like it's a projection of the crystals.
I see.
Be welcomed in this place. This shrine is a space to reflect on what brought us to this star system, the signal from the Eye. We observed the Eye signal in our travels, and followed it here to find its source. We know is this. The source of the signal, which we have chosen to call the Eye of the Universe, is older than this universe itself. The rest we have yet to learn. Enter and open your mind to its possibilities. If the Eye called to us, why won't it reveal itself? Why is it so difficult to locate it? Did the signal stop? Does the Eye no longer desire to be found? Perhaps this isn't the Eye's choice. The Eye may not be able to communicate with us more than it already has. Did something happen to it? Good questions. Is the eye natural or artificial? Maybe someone built it. The eye is older than the universe itself. How could something exist before its creator? Well, we have a theory on that. It could be naturally occurring, though this doesn't answer how the eye could be as old as it is. Did the eye deliberately call out to us by sending the signal, or did we hear the signal by coincidence? We could be seeing meaning where there is none. Suppose the signal was produced incidentally. Does that mean the eye is any less important, though? Perhaps the eye wanted to be found. Could it be sentient? Maybe it chose us. Does the eye desire something from us? Could it need us in some way? Maybe it doesn't have to be us. Oh, I did find trees. Okay. Wait, how do I get out?
There is a way.
I don't want to go that way.
Mm-mm. Any holes in the wall?
Ah. We're okay. I was worried there for a second. If I'm not mistaken, right on the other side of the door. So this is not a direction missed. This is... I got lucky in not falling into a trap. Hi, it's me. You know what I haven't done yet?
What? Oh, look at yourself. Hi, you.
I can't access this outside of the suit, can I?
Access what?
The, scout launcher.
No, I don't think so. I think you got the signal scope, but not the scout launcher.
That's a shame. Get a good look at myself in casual clothing. Ah. Y'all didn't see that. Did I check what was here? On this floor. Ha! Solanum. I don't know why everyone says the eye is important. They say it brought us to the solar system, but is it that good? Dad told me lots of Nomai died when our clan came here. What if the eye isn't something good? What if the eye wanted that to happen? Interesting questions. Interesting questions. Glad I checked. Okay, the sand's getting pretty high.
Yeah, it's getting real high, big dog.
This is what you say to Mark Ruffalo to get him to turn into the Hulk.
I thought it's to...
Well, sun's getting real low, turns him
Oh,
from the
oh,
Hulk,
yeah.
so sand's getting real high. Like, one of them calms him down, the other one stresses him out, you know?
True, it's true. Calling Mark Ruffalo big dogs stresses him out.
It's
Makes
the
him
big dog
angry.
that really does it. He's not worried about the sand at all. It's just the familiar pattern, that's all.
Yep.
Oh, hey, look, stuff has opened up. Okay. Alright. Yep, yep, yep. So one of these is the Ember Twin, the other one is the... Oh! Do you have it on you? I don't see it.
Have what?
There's a spot to insert a scroll.
Oh. That.
This one's not broken, so where does this take me? I did not refill my fuel. I am going to regret that later. Sun's getting real big. So they talked about it takes a lot of energy to send somebody 22 minutes back.
Mm-hmm. Exponentially increasing amounts.
It seems like making a lot of stars in the universe collapse all together at once is some kind of indicator of siphoning and expending a massive amount of energy. Okay, that one's Ember Twin. Yep, yep, yep. The negative time interval is why I can warp back so quickly. I land before... Okay. Good to know. So, how do I work this one? Because this one is obviously Ash Twin.
Well, what do you know about the warp pads?
That once it faces the planet through this viewport, it will warp you.
Mm-hmm.
But it can never face itself facing up. The viewport is directly facing away from the planet.
You did read something about you might need to check your ship logs. It's about the alignment. And if you need a more obvious hint, let me know.
Alright, we will go back to that. This one's obviously Timberhearth. Been here. Oxygen, lovely. This one is the very shapely one. You remember this? Read this before. This is what the Black Hole Forge was for. It's to create these warps.
Mm-hmm.
So yes, they were creating black holes, but they weren't creating black holes to hold Brittle Hollow together. They were using Brittle Hollow's existing black hole to create more black holes. Or I guess mining Brittle Hollow's black hole. Okay, that one I don't yet know how to get to. That one must be Brittle Hollow. Well, if it is, then I've gotten to it. Ah, yes. This one's Giant's Deep. That's where I came from. Okay, I need to get out of the way of this thing. Also, I need fuel. Gravity is 0.3x. We are feeling it. We're gonna start hearing music soon enough. Now the question is the sun warp the 22-minute warp? Yes. Yes, it is. Well, yes, it is the cactus one. Answering a question I haven't asked out loud.
I now understand the question.
Oh, I see. I have to wait for the sand to drop down to a certain level so I can walk around this. Yep, there's the music. But my warping time.
It's warping time.
This is just gonna take me all the way to the top, isn't it? Yep. I don't think I can fly close enough for something to happen while it's in the middle of a supernova. Suspicious silence.
Mm-hmm. Suspicious silence. Who would do that? No, actually, in this case, I was picking Pumpkin up and trying to get him situated.
Of course.
Please, sir, have mercy.
Oh, you know what? I forgot to check my log.
You got time.
Yeah, it is fortunate that time stops while I'm reading my log.
Yeah,
Much like real life.
for sure.
You know, when the system crashes and you need to read why, so time just stops for you.
So convenient.
There's no... Why is there no sand drain? Oh, are we just that early this time? Yep, we're just that early. There it goes. So the sand drain isn't just constantly going 100% of the time. What makes it start? Is there just a pause between cycles as it goes back and forth? Or did something happen to make it start up again? That would explain what happened to the Sunless City. Is that they weren't expecting it to start up again. I don't know if I have anything in the Sunless City I need to explore. Logs. Ship logs.
Logs. Logs.
Hey, green exclamation mark. Built on the walls of a huge underground cavern, the city is divided vertically into 4 districts. Nomai debated building a sun station in order to power the Astron project. Several Nomai opposed its construction, arguing that failure could result in destruction of the solar system. Nomai traveled to the solar system in pursuit of a signal from something older than the universe itself. They named the source of the signal the Eye of the Universe. There's a way to safely travel to the sun station from the Ash Twin. The Nomai debated building a sun station in order to power the Ash Twin project. Nomai built something called the sun station, but not everyone supported its construction. Alright. We've got another ad coming up in about a minute. Just a reminder that we will pause content while the ad is going. Will be a good opportunity to stand up, stretch, refresh your beverage, whatever you gotta do. And then we'll resume once the ad break is over. I should be saying out loud that these are 3-minute ad breaks when these run. That is pertinent information.
Oh, I guess I
that is
should
how
be
much
saying
time
that too.
you have to stand up, stretch, go refresh your beverage. I guess that's why a lot of streamers usually have... We will sit and let the sand drain up for a little bit. Usually have an announcement in their chat. But I will switch to the break screen that ad's about to start. See y'all in a bit. We are back from the ads. I'm going to switch over to the Outer Wilds scene. I believe Boots has stepped away for a second, so I'm going to mute Discord until they get back for stream. Because I'm not sure if they are expecting to be back from ads when they get back. But it looks like we have unburied our entrance, which is actually a bad thing. Oh, maybe not so much. No, yes, this is... We waited too long. This is a problem. Alright. Stop dying. Stop dying. This was a terrible idea. Oh! No! So we have to be climbing in there as soon as the sand is low enough for us to fit. Back entrance, not the ramp entrance. Again, we've made it before the sand started draining. Heh. Can't quite land there. Whee! There we go. That's a good spot. So, knowing that once we get down to the bottom, we can just propel ourselves all the way up from the bottom. And it's a waiting game. First thing we're waiting on is for the sand to start. There it goes. Goes around the equator. Here we go. Perfect. Exactly what we're looking for. Sun is directly overhead. Gravity is dropping dramatically. Oh, welcome back. Let me unmute Discord. We waited too long. We missed our opportunity.
All I heard was pop, pop, pop. No, stop dying. Pop, 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 pop.
Yeah, I mean, I figured, you know, why not just try to brute force it, you know? Listen,
Yeah.
we were able to land a ship upside down in Brittle Hollow. Why couldn't that work? If the timing of this passing over completely messes us up on this entrance, I'm gonna be so
No,
sad.
it shouldn't. You'll be okay. Don't get sucked.
I will do my best.
It's a hard life.
Okay, we're good. Nice if I could crouch. Mmm. Haha! We have made it. Sure, that seems
Yay.
important.
Nailed it.
Alright. No Easter eggs until I'm done reading.
You're safe. You're safe. This one, this one is much more timey-wimey sensitive than waiting for the sand hole.
Yes. Alright, get off of the platform. You're here.
Yay!
181,042 years ago, no user commands received for 10 minutes. All systems entering sleep. This is the first indicator of time between the Nomai and us that we've gotten. 6 minutes 40 seconds ago, increased solar activity detected. Sun station hull integrity approaching critical levels. Closing emergency doors. Warning, opens emergency doors. Yeah. Great, I really needed that. This
I'm so impressed with you right now. Do you know how many people failed at least 5 times? Probably a lot. Most of the people I've watched.
Mission. Science compels us to explore the sun. Medea?
Explode. To explode the sun.
Oh. Okay. Very, very important difference there. Medea?
Oh yeah. Can't we change this? I don't enjoy working in view of such a morbid mission statement. Here's a better one. Mission. Determine if it's possible to prompt the sun to explode.
You lack a sense of humor.
At least I don't lack a sense of ethics.
Kindly refrain from going supernova on me before the sun does, Idea. But it's accurate. We're going to create a supernova for the purpose of scientific progress. That's our mission.
Our mission is to decide if such an irresponsible feat is even possible.
This music got so loud. I think before I step over that edge, I make sure that there's somewhere to go. There is. This seems safer. Go this way first. Hello. Well, that answered my question as quickly as I asked it. That also tells us that the Nomai are in more than just our solar system.
Mm-hmm.
Because Chert is watching so many other stars explode first. There's nothing to read up here?
Yeah, it's strange.
Star has reached end of natural life cycle, now approaching red giant stage. Warning, evacuate sun station. Approximate time until sun station is destroyed by enter expanding star, 2 minutes and 21 seconds. Approximate time until star's death, 13 minutes 51 seconds. This is our 22-minute countdown timer. That is not a lot of time. What happened? Did the sun station not fire?
It fired, Yarrow, but it failed. The sun barely responded. There were infinitesimally small surface level changes, but they were barely visible, even to the third eye. The sun station is useless. It will never, and could never, cause the sun to explode. I don't know what comes next, my friends. I suppose we must start over, but I'm unsure how to start over.
Hi, I hurt for you, my friends. We all know how hard you've both worked. I can only offer my compassion. How are you? How is Idea?
We're well, Yarrow, or as well as can be expected given the circumstances, though disappointed. I may have disagreed with exploding the sun, but I never wished the device would fail. I'd hoped our terrible work was finished.
Return to the Ash Twin first, my friend. Perhaps a change of task would help. Spire noticed a comet approaching the star system that we'd like to investigate. I don't think I have enough time to read the other wall. Oh. I see. I still don't know what these are telling me.
What is the object that called that you just picked up?
Ash Twin Project Stone. I'm surrounded by sculptures of the masks of the suits the Nomai wore. 3 of them are lit up. There's a pattern. We've got off, on, missing, on, missing, off, on, off. And it starts over.
So how many are there?
2, 1, 4. It's 1, 1, and 1 on. 1 and 2, 1 and 1, 1 and 4. Of the 2, it's the right one. Of the 1, it's the only one. Of the 4, it's the third from the left. I'm not going to remember this, but I'm vocalizing these because I feel like that order might be important somehow. Alright, but it's time to go. I don't know if we can make it back. I now know if we can make it back. The rest of that sentence was going to be, but I'm going to try anyway.
Well, kind of a little too slow.
Hey, I didn't suffocate there. I burned to
That
death.
was a little rough.
So did the sun station not work? Or did it just take too long? Has it just been working all this time?
Ooh, a very good question.
Logs. I need to find out if we have to go back to the sun
Logs.
station. I think we're good. Sun station was designed to make the sun go supernova. The Nomai fired the sun station, but it had no effect on the sun. They concluded that the sun station could never cause the sun to go supernova. After the failure of the sun station, the Nomai took a break to investigate the newly arrived comet. According to the Nomai computer, our sun has reached the end of its natural life cycle. Oops, that's not what I meant to do. This is all dark bramble. So, the sun going supernova is a massive amount of energy. Obviously, whatever started this time loop... Well, not obviously, but the thought is whatever started this time loop was not enough energy to cause the sun to go supernova.
Mm-hmm.
Which tells me that the sun
was
going...
enough energy for something else, which for you to go back 22 minutes.
Mm-hmm. So the theory is that the sun going supernova is something else happening.
Mm-hmm.
It's either that or the thing that caused me to start going back 22 minutes was enough to start the process of going supernova. And because it didn't immediately supernova, the sun station now reads it as if it's just the natural end of its life cycle because it's taking time to go through the motions.
Mm.
I'm uncertain. But if the thing that created the 22-minute time loop was did not require enough energy to cause the sun to go supernova, then that means we are going to do something that causes the sun to go supernova, because I'm starting to think that we're the one that causes it.
Ooh.
I'm thinking
That's dark.
that's the point where we reach some kind of final goal there. And I'm also kind of thinking that maybe we're the cause of the Eye of the Universe. It's a bit of a leap.
Ooh.
The signal is us. Kind of an interstellar situation.
I dig it.
We still haven't found the piece of Quantum Moon in Ember Twin. Could probably head over there and see if we can find anything down there at the bottom. Quantum signal on Giant's Deep. Yep, we've got another rock to find on Giant's Deep. Wait. So Lanham was one of the children that we found on Ember Moon, on Ember Twin.
Mm-hmm. She sure was.
So she left. She made it out alive. Everything else here we've looked at already. Alright. We're gonna go check out the dry lake bed real quick, and I think that'll be the last thing we do before we end stream.
All right. You've gotten so much done tonight.
Have I?
Do you not feel like you have? You
It
got
does
the
feel like I've gone
you
a
got the
little
high energy lab.
It does feel like I've gone a little slower than I have the last couple of streams. Like, I've spent a lot of time on it. I mean, granted, I also haven't fully explored Brittle Hollow, and there's a lot on these planets to explore.
Yeah.
Stop, stop, stop. Go back, go back, go back, go back, go back, go back. Sure, it's at the North Pole, right?
I don't remember. I wish I remembered.
Well, the dry lake bed is at the North Pole, and I'm assuming that this around chart is all the dry lake bed. North Pole, yes, perfect. Beautiful. We have been down here before. Think. It's not meant to go off the edge. Ah. We don't have much time down here.
Oh, is this the lake bed cave?
Yep. The teeth are blocking me.
Mm-hmm. I think you're gonna get crunched. Crunch,
I also
squish.
think I'm gonna get crunched. This was not a lot of time. We are already trapped. Sound warning, chat. It's not pleasant. Nothing we can do, so there's sense in delaying this. Here comes the sound.
It is a crunch squish.
It's, yes.
I never thought about the squishiness of it much.
Alright, we'll give that one more shot. we're not successful this time around, then I think we'll call it there and we'll come back to this next stream.
Sounds good.
Okay. First fork. Teeth to the right, nothing to the left. Might just be that where we're trying to go was already cut off. Okay. Huh? Now look that way. The sand is finally starting to fall. Alright, it's progress we hadn't made last time. Noted. Hit brakes. The box does not match visuals. Pain. Other side. And save it. Got it. Come on. Oh. That's fine. Got it. Okay. Practice that way. Not safe. Practice that way. Not safe. That is a hole we can climb through when the sand level gets high enough. That's where we came from. That's where we came from original. No? Oh, we're lost.
Oh,
Where was it?
are we lost?
What happened?
So curious. What's happening?
It's changing.
Uh-huh.
Oh, I don't love that.
It's so disorienting.
Yeah, it is. Is this the same over here? It's not. It changed. We're back at the entrance. It's not a platform. We're not gonna make it this time around. Oh god, I don't like that. Yep, I know.
Just made the most cursed sweet version of a PB&J. Proud of you, Acorns.
But just the two options? Cactus and stalactites? Yep. Cactus. Tree. This one doesn't emit a signal.
Oh man, these ones.
If you've come here to look for Coleus, this is where we were when he vanished. It's been missing for 2 days now.
What happened before Coleus disappeared?
We were examining the different rocks. I recall Coleus standing on the largest one, the Wandering Rock. I was taking notes, and then my lantern died. When I lit it again, Coleus and the rock were both gone.
Your strange wandering rock friend is here, though Coleus isn't.
Coleus and I observed this unusual looking rock shard and several smaller rocks in at least 2 other caverns. I'm unsure if this is relevant. Did that... Were you... Oh, I hate this so much.
Oh, apple jelly? Ooh.
Coleus disappears. Was standing on the rock. The rock is still while it's being observed. I would assume that standing on it counts as observation. Not necessarily
Why?
having to see it, but feel it too. But maybe all it takes is the darkness.
Do you have darkness?
All of the rocks work this way, don't they?
What are the rocks?
The rocks are all shards of the quantum moon. Alright, how many locations do we have? Every time I turn the light off, I jump across the map.
It's so cool seeing it on the minimap. I never even thought to look at that.
So this one we know. This is where we start. We're going in order. Oh, there's gonna be so much time to this one, isn't there? How curious. This rock took me with it to a new location. I wonder why this happened. Curious, but also alarming. This new cave appears to lack an entrance or exit. Also, the rock that brought me here disappeared while I wasn't watching. Wandering Rock has returned. Never before have I been so delighted to see a sedimentary specimen. I wonder if I myself became quantum briefly when the rock carried me here. This seems the clearest explanation. Hypothesis, if the rock can bring me here, it can also carry me out. My hypothesis was correct. I can travel on this rock as long as I'm not observing my surroundings, meaning I must be in complete darkness. I'm going to bring my meteor here to see this. Melloray is here now, too. We theorize when a conscious being is in contact with a quantum object and ceases to act as an observer, explaining the need for darkness, the being can become entangled within that quantum object, and they move together. Oh! Melloray!
Friends, Coleus has discovered a new quantum rule. He has also promised me he'll never vanish again, even if he does learn something useful from it. The rule of quantum entanglement. You're getting so much done tonight. Oh my god.
Melloray?
Friends, if you find any sign of Coleus, I implore you to tell me. He vanished without a trace during our research trip and has been missing ever since.
Melloray, some of us from the Sunless City are here to help search for Coleus. Can you tell us more about your expedition?
You have my gratitude, Burr. Coleus and I were studying the cave's geology. We hope to learn more about a unique and wandering rock that visits several different caves in the area.
Where was young Coleus lost, Melloray?
He disappeared in a cave at the bottom of the dry lake bed at the North Pole. It happened in an instant and without warning. I turned away from Coleus to examine a sample, and when I turned back, he simply wasn't there anymore. He had a limited supply of air, Anana. I'm afraid for him.
Hypothesis. We will learn more by examining the northern lake bed cave where Coleus disappeared. Search quickly, everyone. We have no time to squander. Where am I? This isn't the Sunless City, is it? I really don't want to wander too far. Ah! Excellent. We have read that text before.
Mm-hmm.
There's my ride. We are now back here. There's trees here. We're running low on oxygen, so this is useful. Also running low on fuel, and that's a concern.
Yeah.
Melloray?
I think you read this one, didn't you?
Oh,
Help us recover Coleus? I don't know, maybe not. I don't know. You're going through them in an order that I don't remember which ones you've read.
I don't think I read this one. Coleus is missing. He vanished from the lakebed cave, the one at the bottom of the dry lakebed at the North Pole, several days ago, and we're unable to find any trace of him. I don't know how much air he had when he disappeared. Yeah, because they repeat themselves, because he just said all this in the last one, too.
Yeah. That's why I was confused.
Yeah, this rock is very familiar. Did you travel here, my sedimentary friend, because of your unique color and texture? Because I didn't rock it earlier. The same rock fragment in the cave we found at the bottom of the dry lake bed at the North Pole. Plan to re-examine the northern lake bed cave, and your friendly rock will meet us down there. Update, Melloray went back to the lake bed cave and observed this rock again. Sometimes it's there, and sometimes it isn't. It means this rock wanders like the quantum moon does. How curious. Yeah, but I have read this one before in a previous... This was last stream.
Okay.
That changed. This cave is changing.
Mm-hmm.
I don't like it.
Spooky.
This one we've read. Yeah, that's how you know we haven't read it, because this hasn't been expanded. The wall wasn't expanded yet. Yep, back on the rock. Yep, no fuel. That's fine. We're wrapping up soon anyway. And I believe, yeah, this is the... There's cave. This one's changing. This was the way to the Sunless City from the escape pod. Okay, we want... Yes, this way. Fastest way back to the ship. Awesome. That sun's not looking too great. That was a lot more time than I was expecting it to be.
Yeah.
Yep, Coleus was standing on the Wandering Rock when another Nomai's lantern died. When they relit the lantern, Coleus and the rock were both gone. To travel with a quantum object, I must stand on the object and cease to observe my surroundings. Coleus used this quantum rule to escape the cave he was trapped in. Coleus and Meleray returned to examine the rock. They theorized that when a conscious being is in contact with a quantum object and ceases to observe his or her surroundings, the being can become entangled with that quantum object, and they both move together. So, visually observing the rock prevents it from moving. Oh, hello.
Ooh, the interloper.
Yeah,
Ooh,
I
should we
tried
go to the
going here
interloper?
before. We're not going over there right now. We're gonna wrap up very
Not
soon.
tonight, but I mean next time.
Maybe. We didn't even see this. We just got close to the interloper before it, like, flew into the sun.
Oh,
Yeah, I got onto it too late.
whoops.
Now we're just looking at what else we could possibly do. Indeed. That's the first one that's been in a cave to actually be able to turn the lights off to stand on it and get entangled.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, we're gonna wrap it up here.
So much progress. Yay!
I don't have a gameplay scene on my ending screen to, like, sit here and see if the sun dies while I'm getting ready to raid out here. Oh, no, that's not nearly big enough yet. Yeah, no, there's so much time. So, we'll just call it there.
Yeah. Thanks for streaming. Thanks for having me.
Thank you for joining me.
Tis always a delight.
I am so wrapped up in this game. I am, like, actively looking forward to this every week now.
Yay! I love being able to join you. I'm sad to miss last week, so I am sure I will be here next week. Committed.
It was nice to do a moment of catch up and, like, not just catch you up, but also catch myself up, reminding myself of what we did. Because
Yeah.
I have so many thoughts that I They're coming together. They're organizing themselves in my head.
Yay! Awesome.
Okay, so I see. Yes, we're gonna keep the Outer Wilds train going. Erie is streaming right now. Currently working through the DLC, so if you're not familiar, if you have not played the DLC and you are trying to avoid spoilers, just a heads up. But for everybody else, there's our raid message. First one if you're not subscribed, second one if you are subscribed. Thanks for hanging out. Thanks for being here. We're making progress. I'm having feelings about this game. And thank you, Boots, for convincing me to play this and for letting me know that this was not Outer Worlds.
Outer Worlds. I'm glad you gave it another shot. This game is so beautiful.
Yes.
And also totally heart-wrenching.
Yeah. Yeah. We're seeing that. Alright, I'm sending you all along. Thanks again. I'll see you next time.